Women. What's something that immediately kills your interest in a man? This was in college. We were acquaintances and had a few classes together. He was cute, funny, and I totally had a crush on him. He asked me out to dinner and the movie. At the restaurant he ordered the most expensive things on the menu. Apps, drinks, lobster, and even dessert. When the bill came he said, "You got this, right?" I was so embarrassed I paid. Then I said I'd skip the movie because I wasn't feeling well, and he asked me to give him $20 for gas and for wasting his time. I didn't and just left. After that he couldn't seem to understand why I didn't want to go out with him again. Deep insecurity or strong narcissistic tendencies. Usually, they come as a pair. Emotional roller coaster. Walking on eggshells. Narcissistic personality disorder is a 100 no-go. These are your abusers and potential psychos. Victimhood or learned helplessness mentality. Huge turn-off. "I'm not your surrogate mother savior nor people-pleasing servant." Could also become a psycho. Possible vulnerable narcissism. Dated was that he was completely fine with being friends with a guy who sexually harasses women, both verbally and physically. And he is also a raging misogynist with a desperate wish for a girlfriend. He excused it with he doesn't mean anything by it. He has all of the diagnoses. He's just like that. Fuck that shit, bye-bye. And he's interested in because he is nervous. But whenever I try to tell him about it, he insists he doesn't. And has even told me others have tried to talk to him about it and he doesn't understand why. I love him so much, but geez Louise. Stripe 1. Any man who starts off the conversation with gorgeous, beautiful, princess, queen, and especially sexy. Strike to any man who asks for pics. There us no strike 3 after that. Seriously, have a real conversation, fellas. It's not that hard. Poor hygiene. Dirty. Greasy hair, wearing dirty clothes, and smelly. No, I don't mean you, Mr. Mechanic ... And please don't think you can cover it up wearing a lot of cologne aftershave because that's just as bad. Hygiene ... Red pill ... Self-indulgence. Men who think they are God's gift to women. Guys who worship Trump. Being conservative is okay, but if Trump is your God, you have zero room in your life for anything else. Didn't have interest in the first place, but had to spend way too long explaining to my friend why thinks violence is not only needed, but attractive is a red flag in a fella. Arrogance. There's nothing worse than someone who thinks they're above everything and everyone else. Humility and respect are far more attractive than excessive ego. When they state their view on something and when questioned how they came to the view, "I don't have enough time to explain to you," it really kills it for me. When you with someone who doesn't plan anything, is never up to do anything. And if you say let's go out, the woman has to always come up with ideas and plan everything. Unhealed insecurity. It's the root of so much relationship rot and decay. It often manifests as jealousy, possessiveness, and/or moodiness, dishonesty, a misogynistic attitude, arrogance, narcissistic traits, incel ideology, and any abuse, physical, verbal, emotional, etc. When they talk mostly about themselves, especially how much money they make and how many good qualities they have as an ideal partner. Film him. My friends did this ... I cringed so hard. That had to acknowledge and to learn how to notice that I am doing this. Making fun of other women for innocent things. Or just any misogyny in general. Nothing kills my attraction faster. Rape mentality. When a man feels that he has the right to have sex with a woman regardless of her opinions. When he reveals he's not a dog person. Because let's be real, puppies are better judges of character. Trying to get attention from everyone. Having to be constantly praised by several different people. If you don't brush your teeth. If I see your bedroom and there are no sheets on the bed, fr. Being sexual right off the bat. Talking over me. Being rude to service industry people. Being sexual right off the bat. Talking over me. being rude to service industry people, someone who is constantly checking their phone, or someone who is not 100% present. Smoking. The smell clings to everything and makes me feel nauseated. If he doesn't stand up for me and has bad hygiene, or ignores me. If conspiracies are their life's blood, and anti-science, EW, when they're unable to put their egos aside and apologize. Being demanding, self-absorbed, rude, sexist, or racist, interrupting me frequently or only talking about himself. If a man has bad breath or smells very bad in general, being conservative and demand that from others as well. Stinginess, low self-esteem, bad hygiene, bad smell, no patience and no self-awareness, drinks too much,